Hello everyone, and today I'd like to continue talking about Patrick McCowan's book, Oxygen Advantage, and the proper ways of breathing. And I'd like to touch on another theme, and nasal breathing, it turns out, as you'll see, is great for oxygenating the heart and increasing blood flow throughout the body. And so heart oxygenation is also improved with things like breath hold exercises and nasal breathing. And Patrick McCowan actually mentions it's very important to protect our hearts, as number one cause of death is actually via cardiac arrest. And in 1867, Alfred Nobel, a Swedish inventor, actually invented dynamite by combining nitroglycerine with silica, essentially to form a less volatile explosive than nitroglycerine. And a few years later, doctors identified that this molecule, namely nitric oxide, reduced high blood pressure and treated angina pectoris in the chest. So it has great cardiovascular benefits, but the best nitroglycerine is actually made internally within our bodies. Alfred Nobel unfortunately died in 1896 of a stroke because he refused to take it to help with this heart disease condition that he was experiencing. And so after that, in fact a century later, 3 doctors were awarded a Nobel Prize for discovering this compound, nitric oxide, which helps to relax and dilate blood vessels. And this helps lower blood pressure, which is good to prevent plaque and cholesterol that can lead to blood clotting. And nitric oxide actually also reduces cholesterol and reverses plaque buildup, and even helps prevent those blood clots from happening. And as Luis Ignarro puts it, it's the body's natural defense against heart problems, right? Or against heart attacks and strokes. And it's natural defense because our body makes it. It's natural. And it turns out that slow nasal breathing, along with moderate physical exercise and eating foods that produce nitric oxides, are all great ways to improve it. Nitric oxide is actually made in our paranasal sinuses, and John Lundberg actually said that the best way to make nitric oxide is via nasal breathing. And David Anderson also showed that slow breathing actually increases nitric oxide, which helps lower blood pressure, potentially by activating the parasympathetic nervous system and rest and digest system. It helps to lower blood pressure that way as well. So I will make a part 2 of this series where I'll talk about physical exercise and diet, but for now, just know that simply breathing through your nose helps elevate nitric oxide levels because we make it in our paranasal sinuses. And this is a really, really great way to help lower blood pressure.